Hello everybody, this video I'm going to show you a new update for my Fire Bunny. As you know, because it's very hard to get what you want now because of the extra enchantment, I release some of the builds that I really like and I want to be my main in kind of tips. Maybe you get the right gear for it. So basically, as you know, I changed to this one, HARP, so I can actually enrage enemies and get extra speed before I actually engage. This allows me the enemies to fight themselves, and meantime just getting in, less damage for me. I wanted amulet, personally I want also guarding strike, and I added, this whirlwind, but this time instead of exploding, the ideal for me, by the way, it would be dynamo, exploding, guarding strike, and void strike. That would be for me that's what I want. All right, I want to experiment with different things, but that's what I want. Guarding strike I really want, not lucky to get it. So artifact synergy, because we're already rolling the attack. When we get into the group of enemies, we're going to need the extra damage. It's not a must, by the way, because we're already going to deal lots of damage when we roll. However, keep in mind, because I'm not going to stay inside and finding them a lot. I want to hit the void strike, but if I'm already there, I can rely really on this low damage if I really want to deal damage. So we're going to roll. We're already rolling, so we're going to amplify the damage by a lot. So already, if you are in, we're going to deal like great amount of damage, like we are owning, like getting a crit with an anchor. All right, just gonna explain. So again, the build is built around like moving, right? And I'm already charging the dynamo, you can see here, right? Because that's what I'm doing. All right, I'm rolling and charging the dynamo. So basically, if I see a time to reposition, and because enemies will be grouped up because they're gonna after me and they just get damage over time. So you're gonna see a lot of times where enemy comes grouping up, and then we want to get in and attack. After you charge a bit, you see an opportunity, you get in to apply the void, but you're also going to deal damage. You're going to attack, you see, like 10.1. We can deal even more, of course, or less, depends on how much you roll. But of course, it's much better considering the fact that this is just the base damage of the weapon. You don't have committed, critical hit, nothing, right? But we're already rolling, so we can actually enjoy when you're already hitting to deal massive damage because of the dynamo. So dynamo is a perfect synergy for this build. Alright? But keep in mind, this is still build in progress, but because it takes me some time to find item and not just find the perfect item, test different items, find ones that I want actually to test. It's not easy. This is the problem. That's why we're releasing updates. And the main reason we're releasing updates is because I love this build. I really love it. It's different, it's unique. One note, if you are thinking about using a roll bow, don't. And I tell you what, you can. Problem is that you are rolling so much, you're going to burn all your arrows. Even if you have maximum ammo capacity here, you're still going to burn all your arrows so fast. So actually you have a bow with elevation, with wild rage, and with weakening. Think how crazy it is, how much things actually apply there. If I roll, just roll. But I'm just going to burn them so quick because I'm using feathers. And of course, feather is used alongside elf synergy in order to heal. Alright? So again, I wish I had, by the way, cooldown here and just get rid of this, or even potion. But, potion I don't mind, but just have a cooldown so I can actually spam this faster. This would be even better, but the chances to get really a perfect one is very, very, very hard. So it's not even building. If I get it, amazing. If I don't, well. So by the way, this also triggers an explosion. Keep this in mind. But I don't mind checking out all the teleportation robs. Alright, if I find something that can work good as well. So again, don't just look at the unstable rob and say, oh, I want the unique version because they trigger explosion. Forget about this. It's really, this one really doesn't matter a lot. What matters is that you're gonna get fire trail, elf synergy, preferably with cooldown. So always check the teleportation robe, or try to farm these, the levels that actually have them, in order to try to get the perfect one. All right. So again, this is highly recommended. So I'm going to show you the idea. All right. So we can actually just and we are charging the dynamo. I'm going to do it a bit slowly, so it won't be like perfect play. Before that, we can actually shoot and enrage. You see, they're just fighting with themselves. You see, and just go in. And I'm dealing the important is to deal the void damage. Alright, so they get more damage. I don't need to be very close to them, by the way. I can shoot again, let them fight each other. And when I roll, of course, I get in, I'm gonna deal lots of damage, right? So that's the core mechanics, right? You see, this little one, because I'm actually rolling, I'm dealing so much damage. I need to apply void so they can get lots of damage and just melt. Nice. Right, that's how we deal that extra massive amount of damage. Right, let them fight each other. See? And the cool thing about, by the way, about having a gravity is they actually can pull them towards the fire. But again, this is passable because again, I don't want to spend a lot of time inside. The idea is not to spend a lot of time inside. The idea is just to walk around and let them burn. Alright? This is not like a melee build. The melee should be to serve as your utility. Alright? Keep this in mind. Getting out, let them burn. Getting out. This is funny. Oh yeah, of course. Again, we do this. Let them fight each other. And you just intervene. Alright? Now the cool thing is with the Wild Rage, and I didn't mention this in the previous video, but you can see it here, is that when enemies fighting each other, they're just gonna group up because they get close to each other, right? This is another reason you can actually use the Wild Rage in your favor to actually group up enemies. So just look what happens naturally when I use Wild Rage, alright? You just start grouping up because they're gonna attack each other, alright? That's what I want you to see. You see, just grouping up, and then I can actually get in and do my thing, right? Apply the getting. All right, you see the synergy there. So this is Wild Rage is so important, not just to reducing the damage because they're not gonna attack me. They're just gonna attack each other. So they are grouping up naturally for me to actually really benefit from attacking them and dealing, the void, apply the void, and of course dealing the damage to all of them, as many enemies as I can, of course, with the 360 attack. All right. So yeah. So now as you can see here, as I'm working with different synergies to really perfect this one, but again, it's very hard to get the perfect. Again, as I told you, I'm gonna repeat. If I add, by the way, again, remember you can even get teleportation robe. Don't only focus on this one, on the unstable robes. Again, if I have cooldown, that would be amazing. I can really drop the chilling. It's not a must. Again, fire trail, health synergy, whirlwind, or you can, again, it doesn't have to be just a whirlwind. You can even use curse tags because the 360 attack, and I really like the responsiveness. That's why I'm not using Encore, although you can, but if you like, you can. All right, I'm not saying you can't, right? You can, but I personally prefer the this one, and using and rolling dynamo to deal massive damage if you're already getting in. When enemies are grouped up together, it takes some, sometimes when you have lots of enemies, you just attack each other, they are grouped, you get in, and deal this massive damage because you already heal. Of course, we have the synergy of the health synergy because we're already tapping lots of these ones. Even more, guys, if we had cooldown on the armor. Alright, and then I can even get maybe rid of this Iron Amulet, and maybe use something else, we'll see. Alright, but right now it works well with what I have. Alright, again, bow to enrage, as I explained to you. Again, other synergy with rolling, extra damage, 80. Void Strike to apply extra damage, not just to the weapon when you get that hit, but also to the fire trail. So this is it for this video, update 1.2. I'm gonna share more. As you can see, it's already shaping up to be amazing. I would just share one video final, but again, as I told you, because it's very hard to get items, and maybe you have those items, releasing this but it's worth investing more because it's just so fun and powerful build. Yeah, so if you have the great drops for it, great for you. I'm going to continue farming until I have the perfect one, but I explained all the synergies. This is like synergy maniac build, really. I'm just trying to synergize this perfectly to make the most out of this. Yeah, until the next video, hope you enjoyed this one. Again, make sure you follow all the different synergies that I explained and what I'm using. The wild rage for grouping, alright, voice strike, now we have dynamo, and you can see it won't take, I think, too long until I have the perfect one. If not perfect, a very good one. It's already very good as well. Until the next one, I see you. Cheers everyone, bye bye.